It's snowing! It's snowing! Unfortunately, it seems like it's a mix of snow and rain, so I don't think I'll be able to fly the drone today. It'll be interesting for tomorrow though. It says we're expecting a lot and there's a weather warning. I was thinking it might be a fun idea to test out the thermal camera too, just to see how it is with the snow and stuff as well. I was actually working a lot on some of these drone videos, which I think actually kind of relates maybe in some ways to one of the stories I read, which I talk about a little later. Seems like a lot of the news I read today is all about banning stuff. This first one here is about drones, and it's for people in the US. It says FAA restricts drone operations over DOE facilities. At the request of the US National Security and Law Enforcement Agency, the FAA is using its existing authority under Title 14 of the Code of the Federal Regulations to address concerns about unauthorized drone operations over 7 Department of Energy facilities. So according to this, they said they've agreed to restrict drone flights up to 400 feet within the lateral boundaries of these sites, and they listed all here. Some of them, what is this? Hanford site, the Pantex site, and the rest of them here. Is there actually anyone that's concerned about not being able to fly around an area like this? I don't see why a recreational flyer would be around here personally anyways. It's not like a park or anything like that. And this other one was about Twitter. It says Twitter purge monitoring user behavior off platform starting December 18th, which was technically yesterday. To my understanding, this is all about moderating and I guess banning people who do things like hate speech, for example. And not just people doing the hate speech, but as well, I guess they're targeting people who support it as well. As it says here, this includes celebrating any violent act in a manner that may inspire others to replicate it, or any violence where people were targeted because of their membership in a protected group. We will require offending tweets to be removed, and repeated violators will result in permanent suspension. That sounds pretty normal overall. I mean, almost every platform has something like that. Although I guess the controversy is how do you determine what is, quote, I guess, a hate speech? Because sometimes people say a hate speech is just the opinion, for example. They just want to silence people, so that's the concern. Kind of like it says here, if Twitter starts banning people who are affiliated with organizations that use or promote violence against civilians to further a cause, that's a tantamount to prohibiting certain opinions. And the 3-point they list here says the spokesperson said Twitter will not allow groups that identify their stated purpose, publications, or actions as an extremist group, have engaged in or currently engaged in violence as a means to further their cause, and target civilians in their acts of violence. Although it's kind of funny to see here, it says the policy does not apply to military, government entities, or elected officials. That's kind of weird, isn't it? That's almost like saying no one's allowed to show any controversial, I guess, news or whatever, except for specific types of organizations, which to me it doesn't make sense for a platform that's supposed to be open to everybody. But it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I'm always fascinated to see how these social media platforms develop in these cases, and whether or not that kind of creates different platforms to rise up. And the last interesting news I read was this. It was drone related. Researchers rely on drones to survey aftermath of BC wildfires. UBC researchers used drones to study historic 2017 wildfires in BC's interior. So they released a video of this too, and it was kind of cool. To my understanding, because of the wildfires, they want to try to analyze the area, to assess the damage, I guess to see what needs to be repaired or fixed and what's remaining. And from watching this video, it says usually they use a combination of aerial video footages or whatever plus satellite image to create kind of like a model. Whereas with the drone, they're actually flying, they can get so much details and essentially create this crazy, like look at it, like really detailed 3D modeling of the area and what has happened to it. What got me thinking about that article anyways was that video of the drone, there's nothing special about it, correct? It's just like a regular drone taking videos and they're combining it to create those 3D models. Kind of reminds me why, again, like even I said, it's actually good to have more recreational flyers flying it in a safe way. I've often said I capture stuff for fun recreationally, like my hikes and stuff. Who knows, maybe it will become useful. If one day, for example, like say this wildfire, I captured something before that area that was completely clean, for example, no burns or anything, you could use it. Isn't that good that you had a recreational flyer flying around capturing stuff like that? More to work with. So hopefully, again, for next year, we're not going to have crazy laws like that stop you from doing it. That kind of leads me to what I was doing last night. I was kind of thinking, because I was already thinking of doing it anyways, but someone was mentioning to me he saw my videos, for example, just like as a regular civilian, and he thought it was so great that he saw the drones, like, wow, you can do stuff like this, so it kind of eases up the hysteria. And at the same time, the person said, maybe you should capture more nature stuff, because the only thing he actually saw the one he bumped into was the city stuff. And I was even thinking to myself, nature stuff? Probably like 80% of the stuff I shoot are all nature stuff. So it got me thinking again, maybe for the drone videos now, I'm making it really hard in some ways. I'm not making it as easy for people to find. So I've been trying to go back to all of the drone videos, and I was thinking of trying to kind of do them all in 4K. Well, some of them anyways, I can't do them all because there's literally almost like 300 unique drone videos that I posted in the year. So what I've done is I've kind of went back to all the ones that you guys kind of commented on, because I assume if it resonated with you in a big way for you to kind of say something about it, to make a remark, then I'm sure everyone else, just like you, for example, would react the same way. So I've been going back, trying to do everything, and holy cow, it should be easy. But what's confusing are the files, because I have like independent folders for every day. And there's like, for example, 100 different DJI one video file, for example, trying to find that one to edit the new videos. Like, oh my goodness. So if you think there's any videos that you saw that would look great in 4K that I could try to convert to 4K anyways, feel free to let me know. 48 cents a bottle? What's it called? Okay, let me see. The organic aisle here. 48, here we go, 48 cents. What the heck? Why is it so cheap? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so it's February 2018. Okay, I'll buy some. I'm gonna put the guava back because you made a mess now.
Please scan your first item and place it in the bag. Please place the item in the bag. Please insert your chip card, tap your card, or slide through the card reader.
Okay, hands are a little full, but I'll try to do some thermal imaging for fun for the snow. Yeah, like this says it's red, but it says it's -5. That's usually how it is with finding deals too. People tell me they see something like this, and if it looks like a good deal, might as well buy it. Guess that'll be good for the Christmas parties and stuff like that. Gotta be frugal if basically tech is your hobby. Kind of ironic when people say, well, you have this and this, but yeah, you gotta budget and be frugal in other ways too. Alright, here's a drone video for today. Alright, see you guys later.